Yes, so hold on, wait. Okay, say stop to. Yo, so we gonna do a voiceover. I tried to get a mic. So what's happening with these? This is the GoPro. What happens with like the GoPro and the cheaper or the lower cost? I'm gonna say the lower cost, the lower priced cameras is when I go to put them onto my cell phone. They don't go for like the mainstream. I don't know. I don't want to say mainstream, but for my usual apps. So yes, so I have to use this app called Lulu, I believe. And what I have to do is I have to speed up my the footage. Like I have to speed it up to like 1.5 because if not, then it'll just be like you know um, very slow. That's also it won't be like that once I make the settings a little bit different. But yes, every people was out shopping, you see, you know what I'm saying? But the ladies out doing their thing. Yo, I listened to my first playback and I'm sounding like PTE. Anybody know permission to exist? Yo, I was sounding like PTE crazy. But shout out to all my narc teachers, you know what I'm saying? PTE, Ali, Joe 14. He was like, he seemed like he was a wrestler from his first. I checked his first video, he looked like a wrestler. It was crazy. To this nice calm guy telling us about twin flames. But shout out to Fluburn and like I said, Ali, and it's a bunch of little narcissistic channels. Hold on at the dollar store. You know what I mean? And this lady told me that I had to check my bag. Her right there. Now I was told that they really can't make you check your bag. Like it's no law to it. And with all this little stuff going on. But I just did it because hey, let me see what I can get. Yes, so you know what I mean. So let's see what can we get. I didn't want those markers up top because I want only washable markers, guys. These children are very young. Oh, hey, it's people in it. What? We're outside. Oh my gosh, I'm disappointed because there was some nice ladies outside that store that I thought that I had on camera and we was talking and everything, but it's okay. Anyway, I'm telling you guys that I'm about to head over to the AF. I'm gonna say Uptown Open Mic until I go back and research what the AF and or AF thing is. But I'm pretty sure it's official. But I'm about to give them this gift from the North Philly Peace Park. You know what I mean? Some shirts that was made. You know what I mean? The North Philly Peace Park Green Wall Street makes that. So back to my PTE voice. I am ecstatic, you guys, about this new GoPro camera because even though I don't have the settings right for me yet, I know that I will be able to get these settings right. Oh, poop on the ground. And I will get these settings right. You feel me? Now, shout out to Uptown Open Mic where we going. I want to drop off these gifts. Now, when I was leaving, going to the Peace Park, they said that they was having church. You know what I mean? And I'm from a certain age. I'll have Flo Broom. And Flo Broom. Because they was right about that whole church thing. I walked in, we was talking, and the Bible came out, and the word was right. You understand me? So shout out to KLK or KLX and my man Rafiki right there. Now with this, I don't know what happened with the second part of this video as I'm watching it with you guys, the blackness. But maybe that was just from me putting the camera away, I think. Because when I walk in, I don't be wanting to. But Rafiki's holding up the Rafiki holding up the symbols. Solid. Listen, I'm telling you, they got the triangles. We know what's going on. You know what I mean? This is some crafters right here. Top vendor in the world, my man, got the kente cloth mask. Yes, so right here, you know what I'm saying? He had two stories. I think this one might have been the chicken pox story. Chicken pox. Feel me? Chicken pox. know what I'm saying? You got chicken pox. You got chicken pox since when you was little. Yeah, well, some people had chicken pox, but they got rid of it. Got rid of it? Chicken pox? No. But what it was he was just saying that we have to go through some stuff to be fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like we have to go through our trials and tribulations. Yeah, so some people, you gotta get it. Yes, so this is a video. So to all the haters and the complainers, right now what I'm doing is just checking out the different effects on here. So let's just see how they are. It's like rocky, it's like shaky, it's like holographic. But anyway, to all the haters and the complainers, there's a reason for people like you. That's Mosaic. That's TV. What you call it, that's VCR. You know what I mean? That's like green. I don't know what that is. To all the haters and the complainers, there's a reason for people like you. What you call an excuse for not doing is a reason for people that do. And for the people that give and never get, there's a reason for you as well. You might not believe in this, but you reap the benefits in the next realm. Now, just be easy. And if you don't like the way that your life is designed, then change your actions or change your mind. Because complaining is a waste of time. I say, what is the point of chasing happiness? It's not going to happen if you're not happy inside. In the meanwhile, I think the mirror is a better function.
You got a dope ass backpack, but you got some dope ass boots, by the way. I'm like, yeah. All right, y'all give it up, show a lot of love. Your next artist up to the stage. Give it up for iLLzWiLLz.
My name is iLLzWiLLz. That's iLLwill with 2 Z's, spelled iLLzWiLLz. So let's go. It's not a small world. It's your world, and your thoughts put everything in it. That's why I can go across the world. I run into somebody throat that I ain't so children. It's not a coincidence. No, I call it the sickest sense. People don't take the time to utilize what makes us tick within. Cicero!
You're clueless.
It's not a small world.
It's your world, and your thoughts put everything in it. That's why I can go across the world and run into somebody thorough that I haven't seen since the seesaw as children. It's not a coincidence. No, I call it the sickest sense because it makes me sick that you don't take the time to figure out what make you utilize and tick within. You're clueless. In fact, you probably don't even know the difference between what deja vu and what deja vu cool is. Number 2 is VOP, Voices of Poverty. Speaking of excuses, and people without uses usually end up in nooses after going against the abuses. Now I know why the Negroes with attitudes are so ruthless. The youth gets this mentality from history. And who did this? And ended up the biggest thing in history. Ooh, get it. It's no mystery. Honestly, how victims of poverty live so miserably. They say blacks is like crabs in a bucket, but the bucket ain't the habitat for crabs to be ucking with. So it's not an accident what happened when you the one that put them there. Let me guess what you expect for them to be shook and scared. No, so when the blood shed, don't act like we the ones that took it there because we was just chilling at home and got took from there. They take you from heaven and strip you from all your gold and then throw you in prison, strip you from all your gold in the meanwhile. Yeah, so now we inside. I'm gonna have to do a quick rundown on this. And I have to make sure that I keep touching my screen because if my screen go blank, then I have to come back and do it all over again. So, or what I can do is probably go to the settings and make my display not cut off. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is me now that I'm in here. I'm letting them know, like, you know, what I'm doing. And that I make jewelry. You know what I mean? And I'm letting Feek know that it's resin and everything. Wait a minute. The root word prints. So yeah, so I guess I had to go back to this because guys are cut off on me again, and this is getting ridiculous. So what I was saying was what these guys were talking about, what we were talking about. And what we were talking about was King Leon. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. So just in case it get cut off, I'm gonna just be like stopping in and out, punching in and out. But anyway, so Leon X, his story was about a old lady and her husband compromising off of the fact that they have each other to even be irritated off of each other. The brother Feek, he was talking about the grasshopper and the caterpillar, the tortoise and the hare. Like the people that prepare, they are ready and they will always be ready. And so if you just do what you're supposed to do, then you'd be right. Just, you feel me? And then the other brother that's in here, wait a minute, hold on. Let me stop that after that because that was good. Yo, I keep doing this over and over. Okay, so the other brother in here, he is a tattoo artist, and he was explaining, the one with the black shirt, he was explaining about how his family gave him an intervention, saying that his job wasn't real and that he needed to get something more stable. You feel me? That same day, he left that intervention, that conversation, and he went and sold some ink supplies, some tattoo supplies for the profit of $500. That same day, also a family member called him to, hey, how you feel about that whole little situation? We don't hate you or nothing. We love you. Dad, you know what? Also, I'm having problems, man. I need to get some money. And then this brother explained, hey, listen, I just made $500 off of selling off of the hobby, the entrepreneurship, the skills that you guys said wasn't going to make me money. I have some money that I can lend you from that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I had to bookmark that because I like that. Then the second part of his intervention was he had a female that he was with, and she was saying that she worked at like a franchise restaurant, and she get paid every week or every other week, but she knows her money is more solid. She knows when it's coming. She was saying that she needed a gentleman more stable than him because he don't know when his money is coming in or how much it is because he's a tattoo artist. You feel me? Now, she ended up getting fired, he says. He can't get fired, he says, which is true. Unless, like you can make ink out of anything, a needle, you can get some pine needles and then make some ink with it. So he was right. So the last part I wanted to talk about was the altars. So people that set up altars, you have food, you're like, what should I do with this food after it? They say, well, give it to the animals. But the animals may get worms from that food depending on what it is. What you should do is turn your altar food into compost and plant something. Now, depending on what you give for your altar, then that's what you can plant. So if you're giving Krispy Kremes and alcohol and tobacco, then that's what you have to plant, something that can grow in that. You feel me? And a prayer is a plant as well. So just be careful what you put on your altar so you can grow something.